Hello everyone, my name is Mitz. Here we are back with Higurashi When They Cry, but this time, Chapter 3 of Higurashi. Sorry for the long wait between the ending of last chapter and to this one. I got severely swamped with trying to finish 7 courses for my college all at once, then graduation, then moving back out. It was just a whole hodgepodge mess, but now here we are uninterrupted on full screen. Oh boy. I'm actually kind of intrigued of how they're gonna make this the same, I guess, same vibes as the first 2 chapters, since Sadako has always been the one who's like is technically my favorite of the cast, like the trickster character and all that. Plus, the more you learned about her in the last 2 chapters, like about her being quote unquote cursed and so many terrible things happen to her, my empathy just increases. And now I'm just wondering, is either something bad can happen to her once again, which no, please, the girl's had enough. Stop. No. Or like she's gonna get, well, either she's gonna become a bad guy or literally just get possessed. I'm still firmly now on the side of ghost possession, honestly, or technically demon or oni possession, as the game points out. Leaving demons and monsters a bad name. But I'm kind of curious how to see this goes. Let's go into. That's still a cool sound effect to start off, though. Oh, the bridge? Tatarigoroshi. The shortest scenario. The shortest? Oh! I'm getting parallels or something. I can't... Curse killing chapter. Man, curse, or coincidence? How are the conjectures inside you solidifying? I look forward to whether those conjectures will waver or become a cornerstone in this scenario. Difficulty is the worst. You will probably not even be able to make conjectures. Well, guess what? I'll make assumptions and confirmation bias my way through it. That's still... Why did he use that baby laugher? The snake in the well was happy, for it did not care what was outside the well. The snake in the well was happy, for it had naught to do with what happened outside the well. And you were happy too, for you did not know what happened outside the well. Oh, you're saying we're dead bodies in the well. Okay, thank you. Wow. The circle of fiction, anything that resembles the actual person is coincidental. 1983, the early summer of the 58th year, the Showan era. You know, the fact they keep showing in the beginning of each chapter, I wonder now there's going to be a weird time skip or flashback or flash forward in the future. That's probably actually going to be in one of the other chapters, probably the answer arcs. It was a very humid day. Not even a slight breeze was blowing. It had even been an unpleasant summer. One that wasn't only hot, but swelteringly so. There were various articles of clothing hanging out to dry in the messy apartment windows. The lack of wind evoked an impression far removed from coolness. In fact, it only felt more oppressive. There were crooked houses and apartment buildings lining the narrow, twisting road. This isn't okay, Keiichi, are you actually around a different part of town, or are you still... No, urbanization and all that. In addition, there were planters and flower pots whose contents were beginning to wilt, as well as bicycles and motorcycles on the sides of the road, making it even more cramped, more oppressive, and all the more sweltering. Nobody who was in this place this time was visiting it voluntarily. Oh my gosh, they're forced to it. They're stuck here forever. But in spite of what everyone might expect, a single motorcycle came rolling in, and you accidentally tumbled all down like dominoes and got into a fist fight. Yeah, this... Okay. Oh, like how the toy store thing was, I think, the opening thing for Chapter 2. What's going to be important for the opening for this? The lone motorcycle, which couldn't be called neat, even as flattery, pulled up to a 2-story apartment complex and stopped there. Oh, we're starting in third person? Or Keiichi, are you literally just embracing your artistic flair and just describing that No, you don't have a motorcycle. No. A man, fairly old and wrinkled, stepped off. When the housewife hanging out the laundry noticed him, she called out, "Well, hello there! It's quite hot today again, isn't it?" "Well, you got that right. Feel like I'm gonna boil out here." "Oh, right, landlord. I didn't think that would be the first thing you said." Sorry. The fluorescent lights, right? Yeah, fix the goddamn lights already. I completely forgot." No, not that. Don't you smell it? There's a terrible smell about, like a dead body found in the walls. I've been smelling it since this morning. Wait, what's this? It reeks. Did the sewers get backed up again? Do something about it, landlord, please. I've had to keep my nose plugged all day long. You still look pretty lovely plugging your nose, my dear. Okay. There was an unhygienic drainage channel running behind the apartment. The lattice from which it flowed was stuffed with branches and fallen leaves. When filth got caught up in them, it created an awful stench in the summertime. Oh, so it's an advanced form of gutters in the roof, but this time gutters in the road. My gosh. Could you tell the municipal office about it? The drain will end up buried at this rate. Well, yikes. It's completely blocked. It'll start back up if you poke it with a stick. Just get a hole extender if you live on the second floor. I'm not going down there to clean up that goddamn mess. The man crossed the fence over the drainage channel and picked up a filthy drying pole sitting nearby. He must have planted a stick into the drain and clear it out. Must have. Oh, wait! Landlord, stop that! If he makes it all strange, if you do that, you mix a weird concoction and channel the demons into the real world again. It will smell terrible! It smells if it's clogged, and it smells if it's mixed. Which should I choose? He shoved the drying pole into the filth in the lattice. Of course, it did nothing to help the accumulation of waste. Ugh. It's a dead cat. I was thinking in my head of like dead cats in the walls, but I didn't want to say it out loud. My god. This is the health center's job. Cats and dogs smell awful when they die. And bamboo poles aren't going to do much good here. Garbage bags, old clothes. They throw all kinds of stuff in there. And is that a duck I see? It's like a little miniature pond right there. All in the confines of the backyard. Don't ruin the ecosystem you're creating there. Well, of course it stinks. The nervous some people. The ducks want to live there. The drainage tunnel was already unsanitary. It was a little more garbage at this point. The stream of such imprudent people is never ending, and now this channel had turned into a garbage dump. Or if it's an alleyway or something like that, just fence it off. And if not, if there's a tree or something that like above it, then cut it down or get rid of a branch or two. Mitigate the problem. When he poked the pile of old clothes floating in the sewage, a black cloud of smoke floated out in the water. The two of them grimaced at the terribly bizarre and repulsive sight. Ugh, we got maggots, huh? Someone must have thrown kitchen waste in. What? Landlord! What's that? What? Just more garbage. Landlord, that's... Oh my. Oh, hello! While you're taking photos. Good work today. What a terrible stench. What is that music in the background? Hey! Someone cover this thing with a tarp. The second floor of the house is in full view. Identity of the deceased unknown. Okay, how deep was this little, this channel? Sex, female. Age estimated to be late 20s or early 30s. Time of death about 2 or 3 days ago. Okay, okay, I'm trying to remember. It's been like a month solid for me, so I'm probably gonna forget some names. This is literally just, is this the town outside of, Watanagashi? Like, no, god damn it. Watanagashi is the festival. I'm so used to saying that more than the actual town name, actually, by this point. Oh my. I need to relearn everything now. Time of death about 2 or 3 days ago. And if this is like literally the prologue for this, and when we cut to Keiichi and, you know, the rest of the friend group, does that mean like this death was always happening in every other route? She was probably abandoned at her death. Naked too? Figuring out who she is will be rough. Well, is her teeth still intact? Contact the community division, ask if anyone's gone missing. You probably weighed her down so she'd sink. Then the weights came off and she floated to the top. Why a drainage sewer of all things? Would have been better under an overpass in the mountains, you know? It would have been outside jurisdiction, right? It looks like they never wanted to hide the corpse at all. Did they do it so she would be found? As a warning or something? The slice in her stomach definitely wasn't from a fish eating her. She was cut open and her insides are dragged out. And they really made a show out of killing her. Doesn't the Chinese mafia do these sort of traditional punishments? I thought that was also like a way, like... Well, I think I heard of that if like it gets like a honorable suicide thing, just slice up your stomach and just bleed out that way. I think I've heard about that. Ask Shinji-san in Section 4 if he's had any trouble with the Yakuza. On it, sir! Still, what a terrible way to go. Hey, don't her innards poking out like that look sort of like the salad soba you can get in Kyoto? Why are you comparing that right now? Maybe it's like chopsticks and noodles would pop out. See? What the hell? Ugh! Did you actually do that? What is your problem? Oh, please give me a break. Her intestines were pulled out and her ears and nose were cut off. You're taking sick enjoyment in this, I see. That's definitely not how I want to go. Her fingers are in a bad state, too. There are long nails stuck in all of them on both hands. Oh. Oh, I see. What kind of torture was this anyway? A very ancient one, apparently. That just means, like, that Mion, or literally just... Was there actually, like... Well, there's definitely one... Mion has that in her basement, like in that little bunker area outside of her own house. And then there was one, I think, implied to be inside the ritual storehouse. Unless there's a third thing, which then we don't have to know anyway. The most relaxing time during the school day? Lunch. For sure. Unless you choke on your own spit. Everyone brought their desks side by side like always, and we all ate together. Oh yes, the one CG I never saw, like, the first time going through this. Oh my! Yeah, Sonny, I made your lunch looks always quite appetizing today. There's so many different things, it's wonderful. Sadako and Rika-chan looked at Mion's lunch, shouting gladly, steal it, eat it all. Let's have a look. Whoa. I just packed in some leftovers from last night. All the others were having a drinking party in my house yesterday. My gosh. How many drinking parties do the elders have in this town? Oh, like, well, I can understand for the ceremony, or like the ceremony about the Wataganashi festival, but like a couple weeks or so before it, okay. I guess it was another holiday. I meant to nab someone they didn't eat. Oh, so that's why they look like snacks you could have with sake. You've heard of soda crackers, here's some alcoholic cakes. They're about leftovers, mere scraps of food, but when arranged in a bento box so cleanly, they look impressive. Looks like part of a full-course meal at a high-class restaurant. My first thought was literally just taking, like, giant bites of a bread and just somehow mixed it together to look like a full, just, like, appetizer or entree for a restaurant it's described. My gosh. People seem to decide that they like things mainly based on their first impression. So I thought maybe the taste of a bento would be proportional to how pretty it was when you opened it. You may seem unrefined, Mion-san, but you're possibly splendid at arranging food like this. She has excellent Tetris abilities. Her room is nice and tidy, too. Oh, you've been to her house? Well, yeah, makes sense. Michan is a lot more organized and polite than everyone thinks. It's all the same once it's in your stomach. I'd have thought Mion would say something like that, but to think she had this kind of taste. Aesthetic taste. Mwah. You can't judge a book by its cover, huh? Mion was careful in everything she did. Even words! Except for one time. She never misstepped, faltered, or messed up. God damn it, Keiichi. I see. She is our club president, after all. There's just nothing to scoff at either, Rina. Reina, god damn it, I'm already forgetting the goddamn names again. It's been a month. Everything's coming worse. Your crab kamaboko flower is very pretty. Kamaboko flower, okay. You know, Reina, your lunch always has like an art to it. Like it has rabbit-shaped apple slices and carrot flowers and stuff. Well, how do carrot flowers look? Is it really just Like, you take one of those, like, handheld, like, apple slicers and you just push it down onto a carrot to make a little flower of it? Okay. Reina's bento wasn't all about taste. It was like, is it more about the aesthetic? But, like, didn't mean have the dental science, he said. Like, she always puts her heart into it or something. It wasn't just good, it made your insides all nice and warm. Thanks. It's not quite as good as Michan's, but I wanted to make it really cute. Aww. Cooking isn't all about skill, it's about love. Look, if you don't put your heart and soul into it, literally your heart and soul into it, that's not gonna taste good. Everyone knows blood, sweat, and tears make the best seasoning. In that sense, I don't even come up to your feet. Love, huh? Yeah. Just from looking at her bento, I could really definitely feel that Reina put her heart and soul into making it. Literally or figuratively. That's what her bento is like. The taste isn't all that counts for bento. How looks also matters. I suppose you must learn from this too. Huh. So let's see Sadako and Rika-chan's up-and-coming bento. Whoa! Okay, it's turning into another goddamn competition. Ta-da! Oh! Yesterday neighbors shared some meat with us, so we ended up grilling it for our bento. These ones too, they had such an impact. Yeah, Keiichi, you don't make your own goddamn lunch. You have your parents do it for you. You have no class. Do it yourself next time. They're bursting the seams with grilled meat. At a glance, it was too impactful for a girl's bento, but when you thought about eating with all your friends, it brought more than enough color to the table. Wow. At first it looks like the kind of crude bento that Jock would eat, but there's so many different things in here. Look, meat is good. Steak is good. Like boiled spinach and soy sauce and stewed hijiki. Rika-chan, you're really good at this kind of unaffected cooking, huh? Yep, I think Rika-chan will make a great wife when she grows up. I have a tight hold on my future husband. What? A husband for Rika-chan, huh? At first it sounded appealing. You know, the way she sounded like a threat. To them, anyway. It did. But I felt like a married life with her would be anything but normal. Oh, yeah, hold on a second. I just realized, like, do actually have the sprites change? Actually, that was one thing I wanted to show off at some point or other, but I can't get sidetracked because I get so busy and things like that. Is the sprites actually on the, the modern Steam version? And if so, I actually want to show, like, I guess, look at the other sprites. I got a sense of them at the very beginning when I went through Chapter 1, but, yeah, I do like the sprites for this one. But really, everyone was amazing. They're all so young, and yet they're all capable of cooking for themselves. I would sort of cook whenever I went camping with my family, but making lunch every day was a level I definitely couldn't reach. Look, I know how to make meals. I don't know how to make everything in a cookbook. I just wanted to see, like, someone's sprite shows up to see, like, which one's set at, then, like, swap back and forth. I couldn't only really cook in my spare time. When I thought about it like that, it really made everyone stand out more, because they have more free time than you, Keiichi. You like to watch your goddamn TV soap operas. Frankly, I respected them. Huh? I feel like maybe this doesn't only apply to other people. Kind of think of it. This morning, when I was eating breakfast half asleep, I think my mom was saying something really important. Oh god! With a stare groan, I suddenly stood up, startling everyone at once. Did your parents tell you you had to go on an important errand? If you don't, you're grounded for life? What's wrong? Wrong! Look what you done, Keiichi. You made someone choke on their own spit. Don't make a choking shot like that so suddenly you know. Okay, so all the sprites are here. I'm actually curious what everyone's sprites looks like when they're different, like, in this way. Settings. Where is the sprite? Character sprites. I think that's like the remake for the console versions. I know some people say they like this the best, but like it definitely looks a bit more expressive. I can see that definitely. Although at this point, 2 chapters in, I like the other ones way much more. It just looks really clean and nice. There's rice coming out your nose, Sadako. Oh my gosh, it's just like drinking in milk and just goes out your nose. I'd forgotten. I packed rice into my food. All the stuff about cooking for yourself. it applied to me too. Did you not even... Oh, your mom, like, was too busy last night or in the morning. Okay. You're gonna starve. Keiichi? Mom and Dad need to go to Tokyo again for business. How many times do you people need to go to Tokyo in business? Wasn't one time that got your son killed in a different timeline enough for you? Right? Yeah. Your dad's mentor fell ill right before an event he was taking part in. It's a very important event, and they need someone to fill in. Well, Dad, what does he does what he has to do for his job. Well, why can't Dad go and you stay? So your dad and I, you see, we need to go to Tokyo as fast as we can to help with the event. We might have to stay there for a few days depending on what happens. That sounds annoying. Yeah, I'm just wondering now, just like, if this, like in the console version, like, literally, like, some dialogue or just, like, choice, like, text box to show up, like, it just feels like every single story, like, has something which you can't really chuck it to Butterfly Effect. It's at least just their own, like, what-if scenarios of what technically could happen. That's what it feels like. Unless some cosmic horror is, like, extending all the way across, away from this town. To extend to other people and make everyone's lives in this town even worse. Well, technically, you already got that from Reina, and then when she moved out of town, and then she grew crazy. Oh my gosh, it's the whole... the town is slowly making its presence known all across the world. It's slowly getting everywhere. It's poisoning the waters, the wells, the sewage pipes, the world, soon to outer space and the aliens. No. While we're gone, we won't be here, so you need to make your own meals yourself. Are you okay with that, Keiichi? I'll be fine. Humans can do anything when they're desperate, but aliens? Is that so? That's a relief. You can at least cook rice, right? And you can make miso soup as well. Again. By God. Miso soup. Ah! Then you just buy some side dishes and you'll have a meal. A meal? Yeah. I can cook rice in my camping kit. Never used a rice cooker before. I've only ever made instant miso soup that you make in a pot of boiling water, too. Well, I'll think of something. Wait, did you make onigiri? Like, now I'm forgetting, like, that. I like the... Like, well, you try to make curry, but, like, you technically know some bits of cooking, okay? Wait, okay, you know how to make rice, but not how to use a rice cooker, but you know how to make onigiri and all that. You have some eclectic talents. That I'm not understanding how cooking goes. I'll think of something. You cook for yourself, then you don't need much money, do you? No eating out. It's too expensive. Didn't you give Keiichi money at some point for... I don't think it was eating out, but like, man, my memory is all worded out now. You're at the age where you should learn about cooking and personal finances now, after all. So we're getting rid of your allowance now. Yep. I'll get by. No, I won't! You're gonna be stuck like this for the rest of your life. What was I thinking? I was half asleep and I made such a crazy empty promises. Just like manga characters always do at times like these, I bent over backwards and scratched furiously in my head. Scritch scratch. Scratchy scratch scratch. I thought you were gonna scratch over the desk. That or just... First thought, just backbending backward, just like your whole body just snaps in half as your head just like reaches over and touches the lower part of your back. Huh. Keiichi-kun, your parents sure have it rough. Anyway, you need to keep things in order while you're gone. Anyway, food. Okay, have fun, Keiichi. You're gonna steal everyone else's food. I don't think Rika and Sadako are gonna mind. They packed enough meat to feed a horse, and I don't think horses eat meat. So, my parents aren't here. I had to make it all myself, you know. It's a huge emergency. You're gonna starve. Should you not simply give up and cook for yourself? Don't you? I was gonna say, like, didn't you like buy like ginger noodles, just like ginger ramen? But wasn't that just in one chapter? Man, you can't take anything over from any of the other chapters now. Keiichi-san, did you not make a fabulous curry dish for the curry party previously? What? Listen here. You're jumbling a lot of things all at once here, okay? Stop it. Shush. My brain can only handle so much. My mom taught me how to cook that curry when we can't, and it's the best I can do. Okay, that makes sense now. You barely have talents. I can't eat curry 3 meals a day. Technically you can, if you let it taste that much. I mean, it's just junk food in the first place. There's no nutritional balance whatsoever, and it's just completely... Then how do you make a healthy curry, then? Right? Stupid shh. Mia and Sadako put their hands over my mouth. Yeah. Mostly the door rattled open, and G-Sensei and Gnome Curry maniacally poked their head in. Did I just hear somebody bad-mouthing Curry? Yes. No, we didn't say anything. It was them, those 2 kids over there. Everyone's faces went totally white, and they all shook their heads in denial. Her eyes rolled over the classroom. Her glare wasn't just a teacher's ordinary stare. Soon, when she locked eyes near her target, her eyes rolled back until you only see the whites of her eyes. Then she folded off the chair and hovered towards them. Did you badmouth Curry? She said, dispossesses Keiichi. Is that so? Must have been the wind. Okay, bye. G-Sensei gave one more look around the classroom, then closed the door and went back to the teacher's lounge. Bye. I may have been shouting, but for her to hear it from all the way across the hall in the teacher's lounge, the teacher is terrifying. Look, as we went before, everyone has, like, superpowers, okay? Kei-chan, you can disparage other foods all you want, but you might want to stay away from curry. At least as long as you live in Hinamizawa. Ugh, okay. I'm sorry. The very second you back with curry again, it's like you heard the 3-strike system, right? Just the 2-strike system will all be right here. That's what I said, but still, I can't have curry for every meal. Are you making an empty promise once again, Keiichi? And cup ramen is good because you only eat it once in a while. If you ate it for every meal, you get bored of it pretty quickly. Rice and miso soup and a good side dish. Yeah, that's what a Japanese table should look like. Why can't you just try to cook for yourself? Rice to make yourself is really good. If you know what you're doing. This old man thinks it's more a pain than good. Yeah, just literally just raid, just do how normal people do and just raid your supply closet and just eat instant ramen packets without cooking it. Not even boiling it, just eat them raw. Just shove the raw, like hardened noodles into your mouth, shove the seasoning and just sprinkle it to your mouth, chew and swallow. Just as good as the real thing. Never tried it, but I know it's good. This old man thinks it's more pain than good. Experiencing it every once in a while might be nice. That's right, life is all about experiences, right? I feel like the voices I have, the characters are all out of whack now because it's been so goddamn long. But when you cut your fingers or burn yourself, it's so sad. So very sad. That means you need to be very careful, don't cut yourself. With everyone encouraging me like this, I start to feel like maybe I could do it if I tried too. Only if you maybe tried. Though approximately one person didn't sound like she was encouraging me. Because cooking is a skill I had to learn at some point since I want to live my own one day. Maybe learning now wouldn't be so bad? I'm pretty uneasy about it, but yeah, you're right. If I don't understand how to cook a few things around here, then I won't be in good shape until the next time our club does a cooking showdown. Oh, like, what was the last, like, it's just weird thinking about even more, just some, there's some stuff, like, that's in the chapters, like maybe skipped over to, like, just show that it has more significance, and, like, in order for, like, the next chapter, like, you know, I'm gonna focus on this character or that character, and I can't tell if it's just because there's small differences, like, or it's really just, my gosh. You can't sustain any information besides the fact that some characters are off. Oh, you are correct. That clever trick of yours in the last curry contest won't work every time after all. You're implying that we've already seen in chapter 2. What are you guys talking about anymore? And as scorning me, Sadako ridicules my comeback with a hopeless situation as certain do-or-die curry showdown. And what are you so relaxed for? You relied entirely on Rika-chan back then, didn't you? They're literally talking about that. What is happening with this timeline? What is happening with this timeline? Ah! What did you cook at the time, exactly? Cooked water. Boiled it. You put a bag of salt in Reina's curry, a bag of salt in Mion's rice, and you put them in my pot! Okay, that's explicit now. I relapsed into my grudge of the last curry showdown. For now, I calm my unquenchable anger by pinching Sadako's ears. Her ears came off. Ow! My attack was because that's what they were doing for club. I'm gonna look at it, but I can do a little bit of cooking. Can you now? Even when you couldn't peel one character in the showdown and how to get Rika to do it? That just means that Rika knows how to handle a knife and she doesn't. That means we talk to Sadako more, we're technically safe. Unless the ghost possessing her knows how to literally knows how to use a knife. Then all hope is lost. People get better every day, you know. Okay, so I don't know which is worse, an expert a knife wielder or someone who's amateur, so you can't even tell, you can't even block their movements. Oh god. Ah. If you think I'll always be crummy at cooking, then you're quite mistaken. Right, Rika? I have to watch her, else I get worried about the pot and the flame. They're just literally you just wake in the middle of the night when Sadako wants to make something as a surprise breakfast, immediate wake up, or else the house will burn down. Sometimes you forget to turn off the gas stove too. Everyone burst into laughter. And that shouldn't be an issue with cooking. Well, do people gosh dang it, now I'm just wondering, now I'm just debating how every single piece of technology, was released or ever works now. Gas stoves are a thing, well, electric stoves and, electric ovens and all that. When were those made? That shouldn't be an issue with cooking. Even I would never do that. I don't want to hear hear that from someone who eats nothing but cup ramen. Look, it's a good pastime. It's a hobby. But Sadako can cook pretty well for herself, you know. Didn't we just hear Rika just say, she's too worried? Reina, it's fine. You don't need to force yourself to cover up for her like that. No, I'm not trying to cover for her or anything. Just that Rika-chan's cooking is by far the best of all of us, so hers doesn't stand out. Oh my god, that's just an insult by proxy. Everyone, all your food is really good, but terrible in comparison to this person's. All yours terrible. Get out of here. Leave. Go. You're kicked out of the cooking show. Sadako has mastered the basics too, right? Only the basics? At the very least, I could cook rice and miso soup. You have a leg up over him. Well, she can't quite tell the difference between cauliflower and broccoli, though, Star. They're both the same anyway once you boil them. This again. Sadako erupted into anger, making two fists and swinging them above her head. Everyone laughed a lot after that. Don't hyperventilate. Those don't matter. I cannot stand being laughed at. I cannot stand being laughed at by you, Keiichi-san. Gahaha. Yes, perhaps I do lag behind everyone else in terms of cooking skill, though. But at least I'm confident I'll never lose to you, Sadako. And those sounds like fighting words. Not to you, at least. What was that? You have the gall to say you're confident. That's what's daft here. I may not seem like a good cook, but I'd take turns with Rika, you know. I can cook just fine for myself, thank you. Well then, if Rika's such a good cook, why didn't she give you why didn't the talents, all the talent and cooking tips transfer over to you then? Are you just a bad student? My god. I see. Well, good for you for being able to cook. I'll buy some candy for you as a present later. I patted Sadako on the head while I made fun of her. Oh my gosh, they're now muddling the waters of who pats whose head. Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm onto something. Sadako seemed to know I was making fun of her too. Then her face went bright red very quickly, and steam started to pour out like she was a kettle. Yeah, you don't believe me, do you? Anyway, I can cook far better than you can, Keiichi-san. Again, fighting words. Prove it. I see. And if you can tell me the difference between cauliflower and broccoli, I'll believe you. Come on, let's hear it. Leans in. The green one's broccoli. No, the yellow one. There's a yellow. Cauliflower is blue, red, green. There's what? Come on now. What color's broccoli? Blue, red, or green? It's not a television. Look, you gotta figure things out like this, okay? Come on, say it, say it, say it now, say it, say your piece, do a part. Sana-kun can cook just fine without knowing what color broccoli is. What? God damn it, no. Sana-kun can cook just fine without knowing what color broccoli is. What? Good for you, good for you. God damn it. Stupid Keiichi. No, it's nothing to cry hysterically about. She's so goddamn cute. I stroked her head as hard as I could. Pat, Keiichi, you're gonna be the one who gets killed. Ruffle, ruffle, ruffle. I still think it's Rika. If you're gonna act so smug, then you can surely show us something better than Sadako, remarked Mion, giving me just a slightly mean smile. Actually, well, I had no comments at all on my cooking. Look, you're making empty promises again. You're digging a grave. Like, literally, no matter what, you're gonna dig your grave by the end of this month, but, you know, but you're digging your grave in early. But the situation carried me along, and I decided to deliver an impressive declaration. Just you wait. Tonight, I'll make the best darn meal you've ever seen. I'll even make a little too much and pack it for lunch tomorrow. You'll be so surprised you'll fall over. That sounds like fun. I can't wait for lunchtime tomorrow. Rika-chan patted me on the head. We have a vote of confidence, apparently. A very, very big vote of confidence. You know, her words I can't wait sounded so transparent. Rina's excited too. I promise I won't laugh no matter what you make. Alright, so maybe I'll go all out on my bento tomorrow too. Then let's do this. Let's have a bento showdown tomorrow. It's a club activity, of course. Oh, nice. Don't poison everything. And we'll throw in a punishment game too. Back when everything was normal-ish. Because depending on how certain, beginnings of the chapters went, some characters went possessor mode, apparently. Or it's implied to be anyway. My, what a genius idea that is! How was that, Keiichi-san? I'll give you one chance to back down now. Sadako wiped her tears and snarled at me, as if this was her chance to turn things around. Maybe this is bad? No, you dig your own grave. Come on. Grab a trowel. Grab a shovel. I feel like maybe the conversation is getting pretty out of hand. Oh, if I apologize. Now's my chance? But what came out of my, Keiichi Maebara's mouth, full name, was a statement so reckless it even frightened me. Oh my gosh, you're not in control of your own mouth? Oh my gosh, Keiichi, you're being possessed right now. Yeah, you're on. My bento tomorrow will knock you right out of your shoes. Whoa! Everyone raised their voice in surprise at my bold, confident reply. Ah, now I've done it. You're doomed. Have fun. What have I done? What have I done? I'm so irresponsible. Like, you don't know how to cook. You don't know how to do personal finances now. And now you're gonna, lose in a competition. You'll never win. So, Mion-san, what sort of fantastic punishment game will we have to play if we lose? Sadako grinned fearlessly. As I say that was already decided, I'd be playing said fantastic punishment game. Let's see. Okay, how about this? Whoever loses tomorrow's bento showdown during lunch break tomorrow has to go to Chase Sensei if she's eating in the teacher's lounge and say bad things about curry. Not just a death sentence. Mi-chan? That's, literally, just, yeah, have fun. Well, either hypnotizing, till you can't even speak your own thoughts anymore, which is humane hypnotism or demonic. Like there's either human possession by fucking gaslighting someone, or just a demon coming into your body and possessing you to think these things. How terrifying! Everyone pale and gasped how truly terrifying the punishment game was. Chi-sensei is such a maniac of a curry that she'd risk her life for it. And to go up to her and start saying bad things about curry? What kind of fate would await us? Just trying to imagine it was scary. And as everyone looked blankly amazed at the terrifying punishment game, Rika-chan spoke. Tomorrow's contest will be decided by skill. And only but skill. If you try to do anything else, you're done. You're cheated. You cheated. Get out of here. You lost immediately. Reina and Mion and Sadako. Everyone nodded deeply in agreement. But does it mean that Sadako and Rika share the same kitchen and like they already know what each other are gonna make then? They have the advantage. Although Keiichi-san's problem might be his own dinner tonight rather than tomorrow's bento. Oh, ha! How disappointing you can't witness such an amazing dinner I'm gonna make tonight. Just eating just raw noodles. I let you have a glimpse of it in my bento tomorrow, so look forward to it. That's quite a lot of grandstanding. You do know what will happen if you come to us with something terrible, right? Then eat the plastic. I just can't wait. How much trouble you'll be in with Chi-sensei tomorrow, Sadako. Okay, you're taking on Mion's laughter. My gosh. Yes, I can't wait either. To see you, Keiichi-san, groveling before her and begging for forgiveness. Saying it all with tears streaming down your face. Yes, I can see it just now. What was that? Yank. Okay. Stretch. Both of us on the verge of tears pulling each other's cheeks. Oh, I thought you were pulling each other's hair. Stretch. Look, your skin is not that elastic. Stop. Trying to muster all your desperation from placing yourself in a predicament. Kei-chan, that's so manly. That isn't manly or anything of the sort. Meh. It's called being reckless. You can't even cook well. Stretch. Well, you said that aloud, actually. Stretch! Okay. Reina believes in you. I'm looking forward to your wonderful bento. I'm looking forward very much to seeing Keiichi tomorrow as well. Well, here's the thing. Like, we probably will not see Keiichi alive or then. He'll be in the hospital because every time his parents leave to go on a goddamn Tokyo trip, he ends up fucking in the hospital. That's never gonna happen. Their spending gazes were painful. I'm just trying to tease Sadako a little. How'd it come to this? Yeah. You better look forward to it. So I need to move out of this town really quickly. How am I able to say such reckless things? Look, your mind, or something other than it, is trying to get you into this predicament. I'm being so unreasonable. What the heck is gonna happen to my dinner? The bento showdown tomorrow? No, more importantly, if they make me say bad things about curry to Chi-sensei's face, what will happen to me? Well, here's the thing. We'll just have besides, before the festival even happens, another person will go missing. Just simple as that. The extreme contrast between my outward bravado and my internal screaming continued as the hot and humid June afternoon dragged on. That's another thing just thinking about it, like, since the curry showdown thing happened near, like, the Wanchiganashi festival, so does that mean that literally we're gonna see the festival happened earlier, or literally literally each chapter is literally just gonna be lengthened so much before that festival happened? Like, I thought the curry festival thing happened like a few days. Like, yeah, literally the whole chapter 2 was like literally counting down the days from Keiichi meeting you know, Shion, and then going to the festival. And that was literally every single day. So unless, like, all these things are happening all at once and then just diverges somewhat, or, like, only, like, certain things happen, then either Keiichi has the most busiest life as a kid ever, or, he can manipulate space-time. One of those two. Look, it's turning to supernatural sci-fi with, time travel stuff, and in timelines. Let's do this all now. Up until school was over, the whole time, My meal tonight and my bento tomorrow are the only things in my mind. Curry. And now that I've thought about it, maybe moms seem amazing for planning 3 meals every day of the year. Yeah. Honestly. And if it's varied each time, like, depending on how like, complex it is, yes. Yes. Also, another way to dig it into... Oh my god, another way to make it even worse for the punishment thing for when you fail is someone just hands you a bowl of curry and like you just eat it. You eat it in front of the teacher, and basically while you're eating it, bite by bite, basically just say to her face exactly insulting every which way curry is. That'd be doubly cruel. I've complained before about having the same meal in a row once in a while, but now I know how rude that was. Look, I love eating the same thing almost every single day, okay? As long as it tastes good. I'm a picky eater. Don't worry about it. More importantly, what am I gonna do with the punishment game tomorrow? Absolutely nothing. You should make air. Besides that, what am I gonna eat tonight? Nothing. Eat air. Ramen. Raw ramen. Boo-hoo. Keiichi-kun? You're not allowed to cheat. Keiichi-kun? Huh? Oh. Sorry. I was just thinking about stuff. About what to make tonight? Or about the bento showdown tomorrow? She hit the mark and I couldn't find anything to say. My facial expression made obvious the fact that she hit the mark. For tomorrow's showdown, I think that if you do your best to make a bento, you'll be fine. There's nothing superior to a bento you tried really hard to make all by yourself. Unless the fact you tried really hard to make it ends up making it burnt. Down to each individual just, you know, noodle and all that. Like each individual grain of rice, too. Actually, that's even worse, actually. Not just noodle. How do you burn noodles in a fucking boiling pot, actually? Oh my god. Tomorrow's showdown is one thing, but what about dinner tonight? Might suddenly get food poisoning. I couldn't make any more bluffs. I exaggeratedly drooped my shoulders, and heaved a sigh from the bottom of my gut. Bottom of your soul. Rena laughed in a shrill way when she saw me do that. Keiichi-kun, you don't have any confidence in your cooking at all, do you? So I've been found out. Ugh. If you look like you can't do it no matter how hard you try, you can always give it Rena a call. Really? That's cheating. If you call her, that's immediately cheating. 101. She'll immediately call the rest of the group and say that she helped. It's cheating. Cheating. Cheating 101. But only if you try really hard first, okay? If I don't hear you strain voice with a line, then I'm not coming. You can't rely on others at first, struggling yourself. Put your blood, sweat, and tears into it. Rena seemed naive, but sometimes she was instructive. She didn't just spoil people unconditionally. Rena always seemed like an adult at these moments. If I absolutely can't do it, I'll call you. Though the chances are extremely high. Go for it! Yay! You were grandstanding so much to Sadako-chan that you had to try your best. If not, then... die. Hey, about Sadako. How good is she at cooking? Just in the sound of it and how Rika was mentioning it. I'll just say... adequate. She's at least better than you. Yes, see? Look, Keiichi, you have amateur cooking skills. And Sadako just has moderate cooking skills. Rika has advanced. Or just advanced. That was so direct. Hit me pretty hard. Depresso espresso state. Maybe you're making fun of her a lot too. Maybe you should have to struggle just a little, huh? Rena, you're pretty mean. Rena isn't all cute. Now I provoked Sadako that much. I couldn't just make some crummy bento. I can't believe how loose-lipped I am. Okay, bye. You're on your own. Good luck. On the cooking. Show everyone that you can do it if you really try. Yeah. I waved my hand absently in response. Bye. Leaving me with words of encouragement and a few pieces of super beginner advice, Rena disappeared past the trees. End of chapter. It does always feel weird coming back to the very beginning of each chapter, where I'm on nothing is going wrong at all. Yeah. Time has passed. Keiichi, have you made anything good yet? Oh my god, how long have you been making it? I'm assuming 10 tries or 20 tries trying to make something good. Fine, I'm desperate. So what? I may not know the ABCs of navigation, and I have neither a sea chart nor a compass. I'm pretty sure you don't need a compass or a sea chart map to know how to fucking cook. But still, one idiot is taking the ocean of the great cooking age alone. And his name is Keiichi Maebara. That said, I call the police. I need help. I need help. Let's go. Time to cook. Oh, you just didn't do anything before now. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha, you're doomed. My enthusiasm is peerless. If energy and recklessness was all it took, I could take over the world. However, there are plenty of things in the world that can't be achieved with resolution alone. And cooking was probably the top contender. Yeah. Therefore, even if it was hastily prepared knowledge, I wanted something to help me. Cookbook. I made up my mind and fished the kitchen cabinets. The hook. And a fishing line. I was in the hunt for a cookbook. Your mom never keeps it around. She just keeps them all crammed to her brain. She doesn't write anything down. It's all in the mental vault of her brain. Have fun. Either call her to ask. My mom should have a few of them, right? For a complete amateur like me, the first thing I needed was information. Just like he who would cross the oceans needed a compass. Oh my god, you're taking this metaphor way too far. For me, a cookbook was absolutely indispensable. Oh, here's one. It's worn out, wrinkled, covered, made it feel somewhat reliable. Okay, as long as I got this. It's easy to give it a shot and think about it, right? Anyone can concoct the taste of a gourmet chef as long as they have a cookbook, star. No. No, they can't. Cookbooks are great. And as such optimistic thoughts filled my chest, I flipped the pages. A lot of them, all the single ingredients are basically just add a little, just a touch, a spread of this, and like just a pinch of salt and all that. There's just imprecise measurements. You don't have anything to work with. You just know you have to use some sort of amount of it. However, whoa. It played with technical terminology like toys. I just couldn't see how to actually make things. Yeah, I'm pretty sure your mom doesn't label each and every cooking equipment on the table for you. I don't think so. So have fun. You knew it all along, Keiichi Maebara, full name. If anyone can make delicious food just by reading a book, then there would be no such job as gourmet chef in the first place. Yes, you're the naive one here. First off, it calls for 3 teaspoons. Which spoon is that? How do you not know what a teaspoon is? Oh my god. And I keep saying to use however much you like. Ah, yes, that was expecting that. How much exactly are you supposed to use? Enough. Stop using such obscure expressions. Strain out the water in a colander and add salt and pepper to taste. What the heck is a colander? And strain it out like stretching? You can't stretch water droplets like meat. How do you not know what a strainer is? I would just call that a streamer, just for no particular reason, but still, how do you not know what that is? I make mac and cheese with it. Besides, how much salt and pepper is that supposed to be anyway? How much salt and pepper do you use for your own food? Just extend that to like the whole entire serving size of the pot. Ah! Aren't there any beginner-friendly guides in here? No, your mom's advanced. You're not. Good luck. It won't do you any good to yell. Cool off, Keiichi Maebara. You, like, just Reina's here is like you're screaming all the way across town. Think calmly. Calmly. How far away is Mion's, like, house again? And how far away in conjunction is, like, Rika and Sadako's house again? Depending on which, I'm just imagining they'll still be able to hear you screaming. For now, I'll leave the side dish until after. Were you just looking at side dishes from the cookbook? Oh my. The rice is more important. How to cook the rice, or I can't start. I know a little about how to cook rice. I didn't cook with my camping kit when camping all the time for nothing. I'll wash the rice. Well, have fun trying. Are you gonna go outside and make this all homemade camping? I'll wash the rice. That should be enough water. And, oh, which switch is it? Is it this button? Oh, the lamp turned on. Yeah, fully automatic rice cookers are one of the 3 sacred treasures after all. Now, pleased with the rice cooker set, I pulled myself together and decided to take on the miso soup next. The miso soup I made at the day camp was all the instant kind after all. Well, it would be fine if I just melted the miso into hot water, no doubt. Okay. I'll boil the water and put in the miso. Huh? How much did I put in? Okay, let's see here. Flip. Let's see here. Use the proper amount according to the number of people and your taste? Enough of the vague expressions! Fine, then I'll put in the proper amount. I crushed the bag of miso on my fist and put half its contents in the pot. Was this really okay? Maybe this is a little too hearty? They do say miso soup is best when it tastes strong. Well, how big is the box you're using? Is it a family size or something like that? Oh my gosh. Kind of think of it, my mom's miso soup is a little thin. Oh my god, you're actually trying to fucking experiment now. Maybe I'll like it better with this much in it. You're poisoning yourself. I said aloud as I'm trying to convince myself. Yes, like, here's the thing, lying is good in certain situations, but not now. Then, convinced my own words, I nod to myself. Alright, the rice and miso soup are probably fine. Next, the side dish. But what should I make? Just grab a can from the closet and just, you know, open it and put it in. But wait, that wouldn't be gourmet enough, would it? So have fun. Something I can make that would add color to the meal. Food coloring? That's it. Why don't I stir fry some vegetables? You can eat vegetables raw too, and they won't die just from a little bit of fire. That's if it doesn't catch on fire and burns on your whole house. I'm so cute then, not realizing that the level of my thoughts had fallen from what will look great in a meal to what will be easy to make. There are quite a few vegetables in the refrigerator. What kind of vegetables go in a stir fry? Bean sprouts? I don't think so. Cabbage? Chives? Onions? Wait, can you put cucumbers and lettuce in? For now I grabbed a nearby cutting board, cut them into chunks, and toss them in a wok. This has gotten pretty exciting. Is the true worth of men's cooking? Hey, this is actually getting kind of fun. All of a sudden, there's a pile of vegetables in the wok. All right, next to the salad oil. Glug glug went the salad oil. I thought you were drinking it for a second. Like, my god. It'd be more exciting if I filled it to the brim. Can we just close it out right now, please? Whoops, a bit leaked out. It's literally just over up to the rim. Like, if you even try to stir it at all, what the hell? Well, no point worrying about something so minor. That is until you slip, and the whole pan flies into your face, and you get third-degree burns. The great Keiichi Maebara's cooking is exciting. Okay, let's turn the heat. Let's not turn this into Undone Situation Undertale. Whip. You're screwed. Oh my god. Whoosh. The salad oil from the wok to the brim caught fire, and flames ripped up to the sky. If I ever get a CG of flames, stroke chin, stroke chin, stroke chin. Amazing. Maybe I can be an Iron Chef too. What if I'm really good at cooking with fire? You can cook with fire, but nothing else. Those words are spoken by delusion. I was saying something outrageously careless, but when the words came out, they sort of convinced me. Okay, you're slowly turning into a pyromaniac. Yes, I am an Iron Chef. You're not metallic. Ow! Oh, hot, 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 hot! Right as the crazy pillar of flame started to burn the sea. What the fuck? I finally realized that the fabulous cooking before my eyes had culminated into an actually life-threatening disaster. What the hell? Wait, what? Could I have been doing something insane? Yes. The force of the flame grew stronger and stronger. Wait, what? What? Ah! Oh my god, Sadako's here. Yeah! What in the world are you doing? You must stop the flames this instant. How'd you get into the front door? That's deadbolted. Do you break into the window? Everyone knows how to break into this goddamn house by now. Kerthwack. No, he deserves that. Somebody forcibly struck me in the back of the head. Yeah, how'd you break in? When I turned around to see what was going on, to my surprise, I saw Sadako and Rika-chan there. They sensed something bad happening. and they're a little sensitive of like what's bad or good or not, as only applies to cooking. Anything else in the actual real world, have fun. They'll never see it coming. Eh? Sadako? Rika-chan? I stood in wonder at their expected entrance. Sadako shoved me out of the way and turned off the gas. Then Rika got a towel, slipped into water and spread it out, and placed it over the pot. She could just soak more towels and put a second on, then a third. Once a whole bunch were piled on, the fire finally stopped. I'm assuming you don't have a fire extinguisher. All of it happened in a few moments, or at least the towels would be a faster and like more cleaner way to put the fire anyway. Yay. Having avoided a huge fire by a hair's breadth, the three of us gasped for air. Wait, what are you doing in my house? They didn't want to check on you to make sure you weren't going to kill yourself, which literally, it seems like no matter what, if your parents left the town anyway, even if it was no one else's fault of murdering them, if Mion wasn't here, like, we can't believe you blame her for, killing you, like, almost killing you. Technically, in a way, almost killing you in the past, but, I don't think ghost possession would go well in court. Plus, it happened a different timeline, so, we can't really blame her right now. God damn it, ugh. You're just literally just afraid to kill yourself almost in any different way, whether it's by someone else's hand or by your own, apparently. Always when your parents are not around. Always. Wait, what are you doing in my house? You're trespassing on private property. Yes, well, Keiichi-san, you've been caught red-handed in that act of arson. Is it really arson if you're, like flaming your own stuff? Which just turned into a huge building fire, wasn't it? It would be very, very sad if Keiichi was homeless after this. And he has to room with someone. Well, the whole parents will room with someone in the town. And his parents spent so much money to make it, literally just constructing this house all by himself just to make this town. God. And after pretending to be an Iron Chef, I finally made a take in the situation. Ugh. So, I was really about to set the house on fire? Slap him again. Is that not obvious? Just look at it. The ceiling is all sooty, is it not? Oh, it's a lily black. Have fun explaining to your parents. Chimneys are the only things that should be sooty. Sadako was seriously mad at me. Oh no, she deserves it. She's completely justified. Maybe they saved my life. Be more grateful. According to what they said, I was so absorbed in my fiery cooking that I hadn't noticed when Sadako and Rika-chan rang the doorbell. Or the flames were that large and that loud that it overshadowed the sound of a loud doorbell. Which is worse. The whole ceiling is now black. Or if only a part of it is black, Keiichi, just take some black paint, get a step ladder, and just paint the whole ceiling black. Paint it black. And your parents ask about it, just I think we just needed to, add some changes to this, we gotta make things more fresh for each room in the house. We only been here for a few weeks, Keiichi. Well, we gotta add some more decorations and all that to it. They could tell someone's home, so they came in to check. The lights were on. Thank goodness they did. Look, this all means that I'm breaking the rules is fine. But wait, is breaking into someone's house in this town a taboo? Oh my gosh, both of you are in danger now. If Sadako and I hadn't come, the fire engines would have been going wee-oo right now. Keiichi-san, do you understand now how serious this was? Please do. At some point, I sat down on my knees. I listened immediately. I'm sorry. You two saved my life. We thought we would come and see what a fabulous dinner you made. But as we thought, it's a mess. That's right, we won't even need to look at your bento. You're mean. No, I think you deserve to be insulted right now. So you and Rika-chan came all this way just to see what I'd make for dinner? How's being mean to your house and your life? Is that not something to take to heart? This means, this one scene means it's gonna cement to everyone's brains now. That being petty will save someone's life. And I already take that to heart already. That's why I'm so petty all the time. Ugh. Yes, I'm sorry, Sadako. What the fuck? Stop speaking that way. Stop speaking cutesy. At this point, having shown them such a disaster, I couldn't exactly make any more bluffs. I had completely surrendered. I think you tried really hard in the curry. Where did the Keiichi-san from back then go? Jeez. I had all our underclassmen help me then. Just borrowed entire pots from the other teams. I didn't really cook anything. Can we see those two kids again and actually have a serious moment with them instead of like goddamn sex jokes? I still think that like if they were talking, if they talked to Keiichi in the second chapter when both Sadako and Rika were like, you know, well, they went missing, but technically they were dead by the time. If they actually talked to him more and then they got something like, he talked to them more about that. That would have been so cool for like a writing prompt in like a small section. Even if it was like literally nothing of substance to it. That'd been so cool to see. So cool. I will harp on this point forever. But you don't do it in this chapter or future. Flaws. I didn't really cook anything. Keiichi-san, you cheated? Okay, let's flip this back around. Didn't you do the same thing too? Jeez, you might have been doing what our club usually does, but that was terrible. Okay, no, you're right there. Okay, never mind. Pouring salt in other teams' pots seemed far more terrible to me. Well, at least you could tell, like, she did it on her own power into, like, you know, our teammates. You didn't bring outsiders in to, like, you know, help with your thing. But Sadako's in control right now, so I couldn't respond. Like, don't slap the way the hand that feeds you. I obediently hang my head to her. By the way, Keiichi-san, this terrible pot. This wasn't supposed to be miso soup, was it? Did you fucking burn soup? Did you fucking burn soup? Sadako stared at the pot, totally filled with miso, with an awful expression. Oh, so I did get the amount wrong. I don't know, I can't remember, like, I remember having miso soup a while ago, and I can't remember the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure the broth, like, shouldn't be so thick, it's like swimming through molasses. That's what I'm assuming what the imagery is. I should be able to look in Sadako's face. Whatever was in the pot couldn't be called miso anymore. This is just complete horror. This is cooking horror right now. Forget the miso soup. The rice should be cooked just fine. Each grain of rice is burned to crisp black. Rice cookers these days are pretty convenient. It should be just about done. Meep. It's not cooked. See, the inside is still all watery. Huh? What? I switched it on and a little light came on. That was literally just saying, you need to clean out the filters or something. Keiichi-san, the button you pushed was a timer button, okay? It's set for breakfast, so it won't turn on until tomorrow morning. So then what? In the end, I don't have a side dish or miso soup. As I mentioned before, raw noodle. Eat the raw noodle. Eat the seasoning packet, including the packaging. Or even rice. I couldn't make anything myself? No, you're hopeless. God, it's fun to make fun of him. Ho, it serves you right. So, if you finally realize your place, come, admit it, say it. I, Keiichi Maebara, am all bark and I'm much crummier cook than Sadako Hojo-san. The crying is now shifted to plate people. I'm a terrible person, a crummier cook than Sadako. I beg your forgiveness. His mental breakdown. I fainted in agony. My god. Rika-chan patted my head, satisfied my sight. And Sadako laughed loudly in triumph. I've completely lost. Yeah, good luck tomorrow. Or maybe they're just here, they'll tell you off, they leave, then you call Reina. That's technically cheating, though. That's even, I don't know if that's worse cheating or not, actually. Because you're having someone else in the club members. No, actually, that would be worse, technically, by the rules of the club anyway. Because two people working together. That means every single time Keiichi and Reina were trying to cheat together, oh my gosh, that was the worst crime of all. That was the true taboo. That was why every time that Keiichi, that was the reason why Keiichi almost dies every time. It wasn't that Reina was breaking a taboo, it was Keiichi. He broke the taboo and strung someone else along. In the end, I talked big, but couldn't make a single dish adequately. At this rate, I'll go without dinner. And tomorrow morning, no breakfast, and no bento for lunch either. I didn't know how many days it would be before my parents returned, but at this rate, without a doubt, I'll starve to death. We already clocked that away. Meep! Of course I'll have no bento tomorrow either. Meep! Okay. I'm sure to get the punishment gain tomorrow. Meep. Okay. Rika-chan kept patting my head with a smile on her face that couldn't possibly get any bigger. It stretched all the way to the ears. Sadako, completely appalled at how unsightly I looked, heaved a heavy sigh. Adult men are just so pathetic, aren't they? Come on. Please move yourself out of the way. It sounded like a girl. Just stop. Sadako, displeased, brushed me aside, dumped the remains of the miso soup into the sink tidy, then began to rinse the pot. Don't worry about it, Sadako. I can at least clean up my own mess. I couldn't have Sadako clean up the cooking utensils and made a mess of. When I tried to stop her, Rika-chan pulled up my clothes. Keiichi, you can just be silent and watch. She grinned as she said it. Be quiet and watch? What are you saying, Rika-chan? I swear to God, please don't help him. She meant just what she said. Keiichi-san, just be quiet and leave this to me. Sadako turned around and declared, seeming bothered. As to say that amateurs should keep their hands off, yes. Her annoyed expression was a little scary. Leave what to you? Sadako didn't answer. Instead, she spun back around to me and rifled through the pots in the refrigerator. Hey, wait, don't mess with them too much. You turn the place inside out and Mom might get mad at me later. Might. Would you just be quiet already? Men aren't supposed to enter the kitchen. Oh my God, okay. That's on the nose. Rika. Aye aye, sir, salute. Aye aye, Captain. Yes, this joke is coming back after these years. Sadako snapped her fingers. Rika-chan got on her tiptoes, grabbed me by the back of my neck, and started dragging me away. Leaving Sadako alone in the kitchen, Rika-chan dragged me back into the living room. Hey, stop. Rika-chan. Let me go already. If we leave it to Sadako, the kitchen will be a disaster. Sadako came to see how she beat you today. It's her revenge. Revenge? I think her face looked kind of grim. Eventually from the kitchen, there was the sound of a faucet being twisted and a stove dial being turned. I began to hear the nostalgic sounds that made me envision dinner time. The refrigerator opening and closing, ingredients being cut on the chopping board. What did that mean? Keiichi? Again, you're hopeless. You're fucking dense. And Sadako shouldn't even be doing this at any rate. She should just let you starve. Was Sadako... was she cooking? Keiichi made fun of her quite a lot. Sadako wanted to show that she can cook proper meals too. Just listen to it like this. There haven't any sound of blood spilling or bursting or explosions. What? At this point, at least, she had proven she was a more skillful cook than me. When the cooking showdown was Sadako Hojo versus Keiichi Maebara, it looked like victory had already been decided. I recalled Sadako's slightly annoyed expression before. I was making fun of Sadako too much today, wasn't I? Is she holding a grudge? We were just provoking each other with our usual back and forth. But I also think I maybe overdid it. Yes. At the very least, I shouldn't have made fun of Sadako, who could cook for herself when I never cooked other than for recreation before. Sadako wasn't holding very much of a grudge, but she came all the way to my house and pushed her way in. Look, that's not a grudge, that's just being petty. There's two different things. A grudge is when you're being super passive-aggressive to someone, which is technically advanced pettyism. She's gotta be mad. I quickly took a peek into the kitchen. She definitely looked different than the usual bird-brained Sadako. What the hell is that insult? Why? Her eyes were sharp, and her movements were brisk, to the point where it was a little scary. Then she must have noticed me because she turned around and shot me in an annoyed glare. I cringed in fear and hastily pulled my head back out, a knife lodging into the wall behind me. Leave! She's mad. She's totally mad. She's more annoyed. How will she take a revenge on me? by technically humiliating you by making something better than you. And literally, it's gonna be funnier if literally oh my god, no, I want that to happen now, please. She just makes the food for you to present at the showdown, and then at the very end, she basically just says, "Oh yeah, no, I made it for him." So I technically win, boyos. Not just Sadako being serious because she doesn't want to fail. She isn't angry or anything. How could you say she isn't angry? Keiichi? My god. I can already immediately relate because if I feel if interrupted for anything, I'll probably just get mad too, okay? Keiichi. My god. I've never seen Sadako be this frightening. Have you even seen Reina cook her own food? Like make her own food in her bento box, like bento boxes? No. Shush. Keiichi-san, I can hear that, you know. Please, poison a tiny bit of the food for your own satisfaction. Sorry. I jumped at Sadako's angry outburst and faced towards the kitchen. It felt exactly like a kid who had done something bad and gone and called to the teacher's lounge. Where do you keep the miso? It's literally the last box, and then you use the last of it. You used half of it. The refrigerator is so big I don't even see any of it anywhere. I'm sorry. The miso is in the middle shelf in the fridge, the back left of the lower rack. You know exactly where everything is in the fridge. Good on you. But what is this? What? You need to close the miso package when you finish with it. It's getting the inside of the refrigerator dirty, isn't it? I'm sorry, please. Before I can look for something to wipe it with, Sadako wiped it off with a wet dish towel. I swear, how are men so bad at cleaning up after themselves? Don't even... Just insult him, please, more. God damn it. I start to think that you'll become an adult like this. My god. Ugh. I couldn't talk about the Sadako today. The only thing I could do was obediently lower my head and apologize. As Sadako nitpicked and I apologized, a good smell began to fill the kitchen. This is how you prepare the miso for the soup, okay? You scoop a little out with a ladle and break it out with chopsticks. It's important to add a little at a time and keep tasting it. Dumping the entire thing into the pot is absolutely outrageous. Oh, I'm sorry. You're just apologizing fervently no matter what. I thought you said you shouldn't apologize. Never paid attention in home ec class. God damn it. You're pathetic. Yeah, he is. I swear. Men. I carried her annoyed sounding muttering. But looking at her like this, she seemed quite good at cooking. It had just been overshadowed by Reina's and Rika-chan's artistic abilities. Sadako's skills were clearly not to get passing remarks. Hey, if you have time to zone out like that, then you can go get to the table. Rika and I will be eating too, so set three places. Oh, on it. I hastily took a 3 people's plate worth of dishes and such from the cabinets and headed to the dining room. Oh, you're using the fancy place this time. When I returned there, I hear laughter from a variety show on the television. Well, I see Rika's made herself at home. She was sprawled out on the couch, watching television and relaxing. When she noticed me putting the dishes on the table, she came scampering up. Nope, sit down, lay down you, lay down. Dinner time is soon. Dinner at Keiichi's house. Napa. Star. Napa. What? Okay, never heard that saying before. Not even as just a random, saying. Okay. Huh. You're in a good mood, Rika-chan. That's a pretty big difference from Sadako. Keiichi? Stop it! Rika just explained why Sadako was behaving this way. Why are you... God damn it, you're fucking dense. Ah. I've already explained before, I'm not this dense. God damn it. Sadako isn't in a bad mood at all. Please, are you just gonna... Please hammer to his brain right now. She's enjoying herself more than she has in a long time. Enjoying herself? Seriously? She's like how she was when her Nini was with her. It really has been a long time since I've seen Sadako look like she's having so much fun. Nini? What the heck is Nini? Is it a sound cats make? Do we need to add that you don't know how actual cats sound like either? Oh my god. Nini means brother. Yeah. Sadako's older brother. Sadako's older brother. He's named Satoshi. Haven't you heard his name before? Satoshi. Satoshi Hojo? Maybe I have. Maybe I haven't. No, you definitely have, but timeline shenanigans and all that. God damn it, I can't blame anyone for killing anyone right now because everyone's back to square one. I can't do it anymore. I can't mock people. Technically I can, but in the future. For the future. At least it didn't go to our school. Satoshi, huh? Sad music. Sadako's older brother. Nope, doesn't ring a bell. That's the first time I've heard of him. At least here. She had a brother, huh? Didn't know that. She does have one. Saying that, Rika-chan grinned even more brightly and went, Napa again. What is Napa? When Sadako was a Satoshi, she always looked like she was having fun, just like this. Oh, like, if Sadako, like, actually sees Keiichi's a big brother figure or something like that, I guess. Well, does Sadako do pranks with Satoshi? If she does, that nails it down immediately. Really has been a long time since I've seen Sadako enjoying herself this much. However looked at it, she seemed to be in a bad mood. Keiichi! Keiichi! Ugh! It's no wonder I keep making fun of you. It's because of things like this. But a good friend, Rika-chan, was saying that it was actually the opposite. She's telling you this 3 times now! Ingrain it into your subconscious. Is she really enjoying herself? I swear. Can someone bash him over the head with a ladle, please? She must be remembering the time she spent with her Nini. It's nostalgic. Nostalgic? Huh. Then does he live apart from Sadako? Maybe Sadako's other brother Satoshi is actually a lot older than her? He must have gone off on his own and was living by himself far away. Sadako seems like she's got along well with this Satoshi person. She did. The two of them got along very well. You're sort of going around the issue. He spread her arms wide to demonstrate the width of how well they got along. According to Rika-chan, Sadako supported her docile, slightly unreliable older brother through nagging. Now their relationship. Literally, again, I nailed it down. Okay, she literally just thinks this is like a sibling dynamic you're slowly having and building up. I see. That's something applied to the current situation. We had me, unreliable, unable to cook even a single dish properly, and Sadako, who redid it while scolding me. Could Sadako have been getting a glimpse of her brother, who now lived far away through me? Yes, and Satoshi lives so far away right now. So she would always nitpick whatever Satoshi did, but she firmly supported him and they got along well. Today she was the one. She suggested that we should go to Keiichi's house. She said, there's no way that unreliable Keiichi-san could possibly make dinner. You need to go make it for him. Then she didn't come here to get revenge, or to get even, or anything like that. She couldn't leave you alone. No, like, still, being nice, but also being petty. Look, those are the 2 greatest emotions, being petty, but also doing something nice. The combination of the 2, just great, okay? Or maybe I'm just the only one who has a mocking streak in the... Even now, Sadako is a proper little sister. I was an only child. Didn't know how it felt to have siblings. Of course, never had a little sister, like Sadako. I guess I'm now just realizing I shouldn't be exactly so harsh on Keiichi, because, what was that? There's a few times where they mentioned him, he didn't have, like, he didn't make many friends, like, when, like, in the, like, did they mention, like, what city he, like, moved from before coming to Hinamizawa? Because, like, they said, like, he was too busy for a lot of things, or, like, definitely didn't make a lot of friends there. Like, he was focusing more on just studying and cramming and all that. Oh, it's also the reason why, like, like a big character, or trait of his, like he never doubts any of his friends until, even when it's like shown clearly they're that way, that he like goes in a spirit. It's literally just the power of friendship, or literally just the belief in when to believe in them. Honestly, that point. And if the whole demon possession thing is right, even though like he's only like known like this whole friend group for like a few weeks or just a month only, then at least he literally has his own superpower. Okay, then he can sense that much, but still, it still feels so naive though. As I mentioned, outlined very clearly the ending of chapter 2. Literally is all of that. It's one thing if you've known someone for years, or like you've grown so close you feel like you understand their behavior and all that better. But like this is literally just you've known them for practically just a week. You people, Keiichi, you only known these people for a week, and these three like definitely known each other way longer than you. Of course, I never had a little sister like Sadako, but I felt that in this moment I was an older brother, obediently and helplessly being looked after by her, without any teasing or messing around. I'm gonna give thanks for her trouble. That's what I honestly thought. And how are we gonna do that? Keiichi-san, do you know where on earth the ladle is? Sorry. The ladle should be in the drawer to your right. You're into the kitchen, got the ladle out of the drawer and offered to Sadako, then immediately ran out. It's all done. Can you put bowls and things out? Yeah. Everything's A-okay. And let's have our meal. Rika! It's time for dinner. Me? Oh, it's like, Oh, literally, I think that's actually exactly why. Now I was thinking about it. I remember actually narrowing down on that. Like, Keiichi, like, and, like, Keiichi doesn't really use orders from Sadako, and like, unless I'm getting it wrong, she does see like the older brother thing. I wonder if he notices it subconsciously. That or just yeah. That'd be nice though. Me. Hear Rika-chan's effervescent voice coming from the dining room. Sadako turned off the gas flame on the stove and lifted up the pot of the beef sow soup. Only the soup. Could you bring a rice cooker, Keiichi-san? Be careful to flip it over. All right. Right. I'll be careful. I can carry rice cookers just fine without being warned about it. No, you absolutely can't. You made the ceiling gulf into flames. I thought about replying like that, but I said not to. I would have told you off. No mean words or witty retorts today. Only the dinner table. Rice with steam billowing from it, and miso soup, as well as a handful of side dishes. On the table was a truly firm, family-oriented dinner. It wasn't weird at all, or extravagant. It was a daily meal, the sort a housewife would make. It was very nonchalant, and brimming with liveliness. Then, let us eat. Thank you for the food! At Sadako's command, Rika-chan and I both thanked her in a loud voice. No, okay, that's a nice CG, actually. I made light of you, Sadako. You beaten me soundly. Oh! Do you have a better opinion of me now? I may still not be as good as Rika or Reina-san, but I could cook far better than helpless Keiichi-san. Yeah, I know better now. And her honesty amid my defeat, Sadako's expression finally softened, and she laughed with her normally loud and cheerful voice. Chomp, chomp, bite! Oh, the rice is cooked really well, but just well, not fantastic. Though she used the rice cooker, it tastes a little different from the rice my mom made. Maybe she used a different amount of water for it. Oh yeah, no, there's definitely that thing. Even just like when I just had like food at like my college for different things, like you can tell when like different like people like make different things, like they taste very differently. Like literally there's literally just like one person when I like ask for like like pasta like at my college, like I always have to see if they're there like behind the counters like making food, and if they're there I just make a beeline and like ask for the for them to make the pasta there. Like theirs is the best. All that. People make things slightly differently. Even so, I could feel Sadako's personality from the rice, which made it taste better than usual. The miso soup was a little on the thick side, but it was still delicious. The side dishes, well, not exactly flashy, tasted great as well. Are the side dishes meant to be that flashy? It was all so appetizing, and I couldn't stop eating. The side dishes are well done too. Sadako, you're not a bad cook at all. I gave my honest impression, without a hint of sarcasm. Sadako seemed to have been expecting some, because when I praised her so honestly, she got flustered instead. Oh, your praise honors me, but it's nothing so grand. The side dishes are just things I bought at the store and heated up. This and this, all I did was open the can. I can only make rice and miso soup myself. Sadako said, embarrassed, her face a bit flushed. There was none of her normal verbal abuse or sarcasm in there either. I can't make anything except for rice and miso soup, but when you get ready-made side dishes and put them on the table too, it turns out something fairly splendid. My mom uses ready-made side dishes and canned goods too. It's nothing to be so embarrassed about. Well, yeah. I mean, that's like saying, like, you can only be a great chef and a good cook if you make your own little garden in your backyard. If you don't, then, oh, you're not. It's like gatekeeping food making. I gave her honest praise. Never met Sadako's brother, but Satoshi would probably praise her in the same way. Well, I suppose it's enough now that you've kind of realized that I can hold my own in the kitchen. Would you like seconds? There's plenty of miso soup still left. Huh? Did that brat just awkwardly change the subject? Yet she doesn't want to, like, everyone knows what you're thinking of, okay? She knows. She could hear the whole conversation about Satoshi in the kitchen. She does not want to bring up her brother right now. When I realized my response had been on the mark, it made me a little happy. When we eat rice like this, it's fun. Like we're eating with Satoshi. Rika-chan mentioned Sadako's older brother's name again. Sadako's chopsticks paused, and she looked at the ceiling. You're making the mood sour. Okay, that's actually a new sprite. Okay. Oh. How nostalgic. I wonder what he could be doing right now. She had a faraway smile, a yearning for a friend who moved away. For how it looked, I got the impression that she hadn't seen Satoshi in quite some time. Sadako realized I was giving her a blank stare. I do apologize. Okay, you have new expressions now. Oh my gosh, this is actually adorable. Satoshi is my Nini. No, my older brother. Okay. I see. Nini must have been a nickname only Sadako used for him, and Rika used it nonchalantly. It was funny to see her hastily deny it. I was rather surprised a person with such few living skills had the ability to run away. Well, I'm sure he'll pack up shop at some point and return out of the blue. So he ran away. There's another story to what Sadako had said so cheerfully. The reason for Satoshi not living with her was a little serious. Everyone had been talking about it in such an upbeat way, so we continued to talk about him. Should I not have broached the subject at all? I hastily took a look at Sadako's face after thinking that, but there was no trace of the gloomy expression I'd been worrying about. Probably just completely believing that Satoshi is still alive after all this time. We never actually got confirmation about his death anyway, but it seems that it's heavily implied. At the very least, he's somewhere. Well, he's not old enough to be dreaming of living on his own. Nini won't be able to do it for long anyway. He has no endurance. Satoshi may not look it, but he's a very persevering person. He's a lot more persevering than you think. You always take Nini's side right away. You're a little too nice to him. Sadako just too harsh on Nini. You should treat him more kindly when he comes back. Sadako and Rika-chan's views regarding Nini, aka Satoshi, were parallel to each other. But I could easily tell that both of them really liked him. They were so optimistic too. Even though he had run away from them, it was like they were going to see him again next week. I know, definitely, Satoshi's, disappearance or maybe death is going to be very important, to address. The answer is going to come about, or at least going to be implied what the answer is, by the very end of this whole, 8-chapter, series. But now I'm just wondering, like, how it'd be if, like, he was just alive, just, like, he was actually just part of the cast in the very beginning. But that just seems like it's going to fanfic territory, honestly. And depending how it's written, good or bad fanfic. Sadako and Rika-chan both like Satoshi even now, and waited for him, believing he would surely return. Satoshi definitely just seems like the one person in the friend group where either, like, who, like, mysteriously went missing or died in the past, and just, like, it's bullying everyone else, like, down a bit, or just, like, it's just tough. And I've never met him, but I know for sure this Satoshi person was a really good guy. I had thought Sadako would be deeply hurt by her brother running away, but she had already overcome that. She was still being the energetic little sister, always full of vim and vigor, as to say their brother could come back anytime he liked. I thought that Sadako didn't think through anything, and just frolicked and played practical jokes every day, and that was it. Facades. Different sides of people. But she was really... Yeah, okay, just hearing all this talk of food is actually making me hungry now. Actually, when it's done, I'm getting food. Why are you petting my head? I roughly rubbed a hand through Sadako's hair. I misunderstood you, Sadako. I didn't know you were this level-headed. Sadako seemed to think I was making fun of her, tried to bat away my hand. But then she saw that there wasn't even a trace of malice in my face, and immediately granted me her head. Yep, Sadako's level-headed. She sure is. I'm pretty sure if you put it, like, to scale and just like one of those bubble levels, it's not gonna be level at all. I'm level-headed from the start. I'm just playing pranks on you because you always do it to me. That was the usual provocation, but I decided to buy into it today. Did Keiichi honestly just start pulling pranks on her just the very second they met? Okay. You're right. You were just doing it to go along with me. But you really were so level-headed. Good for you. Is that actually a comment now? It kind of seems like you're making fun of me. I'm not trying to make fun of you at all. I'm seriously complimenting you. Because if I was making fun of you, Rika-chan would be petting your head too. That's right, isn't it? Rika makes fun of people, usually pets their head. They're calling attention to it. They're calling attention to it. Meep. Star. These canned sardines are delicious, Star. Don't ignore the subject, you. Rika-chan went Nepal, Star, and her smile became even brighter. Her attitude was clear as day, but it was annoyingly cute. So both Sadako and I suddenly burst into laughter. She's ignoring it. The laughter lightened up the table. The table itself is so dull and simple that I never even thought people could be laughing like this around it. And then, I finally came to realize something really obvious. Dinner is better if you're laughing while you're eating, huh? Just don't choke on it. Of course it is. Laughing makes it taste better. Do you laugh with your parents a lot, Keiichi, because the sound of it? You don't. How rude. The food is good because I'm a good cook, obviously. This harmonious moment, this happy circle, was completely different than spending time with family, but still somehow nostalgic. Sadako, do you want to see Nini? I didn't say Nini, you said it several times. Call my brother, please. Hey, wait, you've been saying Nini this and Nini that this whole time. Look, it's a nickname that I'm she's close with Rika. She's not that close with you, okay? She's only known you for a month, but, like, she's starting to warm up to you a lot, thinking you're your older brother, okay? Don't ruin it. I grinned wryly and decided to just call him brother, like she told me to. So, Sadako, do you want to see your brother? Rika-chan stopped eating, then looked back and forth between my face and Sadako's. They know the truth and... She was smiling. Sadako looked like she was trying to choose her words. Just from that, Sadako conveyed her feelings. Honestly, she wished he would come home right now. But she wasn't that weak. Satoshi should just do what he wanted until he was satisfied. In return, she let him have the scolding of his lifetime. And then she had dinner with him, and lay out his futon for him. Well, of course I want to see him again. It's been almost a year. It's been that long already. Wow. Rika-chan smiled thinly. her eyes appearing to look far away. Rika knows the truth. They're denying it. Well, Nini can do what he wants. I would like my load if he came back with more muscles and knowing how to do housework, of course. See? You said Nini again. You said it. I did not. I would never call Nini Nini. Purposeful. Things rapidly returned to the usual lively atmosphere of lunchtime at school. But nothing changed about Sadako's feelings to her brother. You say that thinking you can read into her mind. She was living so bravely and so strongly. Hey, Satoshi? Your sister is trying so hard to watch the place when you're gone, isn't she? Give it a rest. And come back soon. Got it? I don't think that's ever gonna happen. Sadly. Sadako, it's time to clean up or else we will get sleepy. It was when we were all watching TV while enjoying some tea after dinner. Rika-chan let out a big yawn and spoke. Sadako and I both then looked at the clock and noticed how late I had gotten. It's 2 o'clock in the morning! No, perhaps we both realized it already. We just didn't want this warm moment to end. Maybe we didn't want to say anything. That means Rika ruined the moment. Blame her. Oh, this will not do. I still haven't washed the dishes yet. No, don't worry about it. Oh, hi, Harvey. Cat. Okay, go on the windowsill. Don't worry about it. I can do that much at least. You made a great dinner, so why can't let you do the dishes too? Are you sure you'll be alright? Like, no. The very second turns the faucet for the sink and put soap to pan, it'll burst into flames as well. When people who are not used to it try and wash them, the soap can make the dishes slip out of their hands, you know. Why are you just covering the soap entirely over your hands? Okay. Jeez, he's turned into a perfect nagging little sister. It was charming. And awkward. Emotions like that were all mixed up inside me. I gave her a vague, dry smile. Keiichi can at least wash dishes. If you break one, hurt yourself, I'll give you pettings at school tomorrow. Rika-chan yawned again, so wide I could see her molars. Is it really alright? Keiichi-san is pretty unreliable just by how he looks. Give me a break. Looks like Keiichi's approval ratings have plummeted in Sadako's mind. Don't worry, I'll clean those dishes up no problem. The TV ratings have gone down. So don't worry about it and go home. Actually, at this hour, I can't let you two go home by yourselves. I'll take you there. Let me find the key from her bike. If you're taking us home, Keiichi-san will be the one going home by himself. You'll be in big trouble if you get lost on the road at night and end up in like a pseudo. There's no house or lights out there at all. Get a flashlight. I'm trying to worry about them going home, but I didn't think they'd be worrying about me getting lost. Am I really that unreliable? Yes, you only been in this town for a month as well. She really is being critical, but yeah. This feeling I have, it's not bad. Onwards and upwards, through the thin of the night. So I ended up not needing to escort them, and they get kidnapped. What have you done? I saw Sadako and Rika-chan get to the gate. Thanks a lot for today. Thanks to you, I got a good cultural dinner. If Sadako hadn't come, Keiichi would be growling and yelling right now, like a cat in his sleep. Truly, it's really good that we came. They really saved me. I gave them a bow filled with gratitude. Oh yes, I put the rice and side dishes in the container, so use that for your bento tomorrow. For breakfast, you can eat some bread and jam. You're just outlining his entire food schedule now. Okay. Strawberry jam and peanut butter were in the refrigerators on the middle shelf to the right. Cocoa powder, too, was in the upper right door of the cupboard. You know all of that. You don't have to go into detail. I was going to say that, but I just had to humbly listen to her. She knows your contents of your fridge wholeheartedly, front to back. Oh no! It was then I finally realized that Sadako, who appeared to be in a bad mood, was in fact in a great one, just like Rika-chan had said. You dense. And that though she nagged a lot, she was very kind. I understand why you act like this all the time, Keiichi, but still, I'll mock you for it. You dense. And good night. Make sure to brush your teeth before you go to bed. Okay, yes, we're just going for. Gonna do it for at least 5 minutes. 5 minutes? I got it, Sadako. I'll brush my teeth and make breakfast tomorrow. I'll be sure not to forget the bento.
You need to wake up earlier than usual, or you won't be able to get your breakfast or bento ready, got it? Or if you like, I can give you a call a little earlier to wake you up instead of using your alarm clock. You don't have to go that far. I also have my alarm clock to wake me up a little early. Thanks for being so concerned about me. Sadako looked like she had more fault finding to do, but she stopped and, even with a good night, got on her bike and disappeared down the nighttime road. You're not doing everything correctly as I want it to be. Rika-chan went to do the same. Then she remembered something and came back. What's wrong? Did you forget something, Rika-chan? Keiichi, you get 100 points for today. Clap, clap, clap. Okay, what? 100 points for what? Rika-chan suddenly complimented me. She clapped her small hands. What was she on about? She's doing her codenames thing again. The cat and the dog. Ugh. I didn't do anything worthy of praise, did I? I nearly burned down the house after all. Oh, yes, no. Subtract 500 points from Gryffindor. Sadako probably felt like her Nini had come home. I think she was having a lot of fun. Once in a while, I want you to go along with Sadako's scolding in the future. Are you telling me to be like an older brother that she could scold instead of Satoshi? She didn't say anything. She just smiled and went all, Napa, star. The moon! This Satoshi person. He has such a great little sister, so what was he unhappy about? If I were Satoshi, I would never run away from home. Satoshi had his own circumstances. I'm sure. I didn't know what he was unhappy with. Whatever the reason, it was no excuse for bending Sadako. God. Dramatic irony. I hope he comes back soon. I probably can't play the role of her actual Nini forever, you know? It's okay. You're just like Satoshi today. My god, the parallels are coming true again all over again. Oh my god. Please do it again sometime. If that's what would make Sadako happy. I'd take on this easy role whenever I needed to then. Rika! Sadako stopped her bike under a distant exterior light and called out to her friend, who wasn't coming no matter how long she waited. Okay, I have to go. Good night. Yeah, night. I can't replace Satoshi, but Keiichi could do it. That's one less piece of baggage I need to shoulder. Oh my god. Okay. Leaving with that, Rika-chan sped off on her bike. She rode up next to Sadako, then the two of them disappeared into the blink of an eye. Satoshi. Seriously, come back soon, got it? Oh my god, stop it! I think he's dead. If you come home really late, I'll punch you right in the nose. If he's actually alive, like, for this solid year, oh my gosh. You must have been kidnapped. Let's try our best till that day comes, Sadako. Even if I could no longer hear the sound of their bicycles. I stood there for a while, seeing them off. And thus a chapter ends. It's definitely going to focus more on, like, I guess the sibling dynamic they're going to have then. Wonder how it turns for the worse then, honestly. Sadako's trap course, elementary. Oh my god, we're gonna get crash course on how to make Rube Goldberg machines. You're on fire, achievement unlocked. Okay, nice. I accidentally hit the mic, sorry. I'm curious about that now. Art. What does the trap course entail? Tell me how to make good traps. I know one thing for sure. Sadako could fend off an entire army to— oh my god, Harvey, why are you in the ceiling? 1 second. Harvey, get down from there! Okay, cat crisis has been averted. Okay, you're on the windowsill now. Okay. Harvey's now on the ground. Okay. Okay, Emma. Have fun, Harvey. My god, that was a event and a half. Okay. I know one thing for sure. Sadako could fend off an entire army division by holing up in this mountain. I know all about it. Sadako was appointed to the special forces for that one country, where she served as an instructor training in all traps. Stop saying weird things. Somebody help me. Okay, where are y'all now? How did it come to this? What traps do we fall for? And how do we fall for them? You're manipulated. Mia was caught in a profusely thin pitfall she couldn't escape from, and only her head was poking above the ground. Reina's head was completely covered by a tin bucket. She was squirming around in a vain attempt to remove it. Either of these really were funny, but that's where it ended. At least they had their feet in the ground. You're in the trees. Keiichi, what about you? Did you get out of that? Hurry up and get out so you can see this old man. You're the one who should breaking out and saving me, Mion. What are you doing in this frickin' bamboo mat? Okay. I was right up in a bamboo mat hanging 2 meters above the ground. I called it. What was this trap and how did I fall into it? I don't know exactly, like, if there's anything special with the bamboo mat, but isn't it very obvious what it looks like? Or the leaves underneath it? Huh? No, Sadako. Upside down. This all started when they suggested I was unfamiliar with nature, having grown up in the city and proposed a little exploration in the mountain. But Reina doesn't really know how it is back there either. Reina might get lost. Aww. Imagine out back, huh? I played there a lot when I was little, but I haven't gone there for years. If you get lost out there, things can get pretty dangerous. Spooky, even. You can leave the mountain to us. The whole thing is our playground. Isn't that right, Rika? Meep. Oh, I see. How reassuring. We'll refer to you two this time and have you be your tour guides, then. Wait, Keiichi-kun, the summer vacation guidebook says not to play in the mountain because you'll get lost. Who cares about that? If, like, me and was playing the mountain for a while, even, like, no matter all that. Are you saying, like, if you play in the summer, play during the summer season, you get lost, but any other season you're fine in? I'm pretty sure winter would make it even worse, honestly. It isn't summer vacation yet, so it's alright. You know the past, so there's no need to worry. The very second it reaches summer vacation, like not summer vacation, but the summer season, immediately the day it crosses over, then it goes into hardcore, 100% just lost territory. That's why Keiichi always died every time there. Just the very second it takes one step forward into there, your soul is lost for eternity. The mountain's always been our playground, our backyard. You know all the secret paths and shortcuts. It's just a mere now Sadako is like all our questions are now more lighthearted, actually. Very much more lighthearted, actually. Huh. Yes, both Sadako and Rika-chan knew the path like the back of their hands. Thanks to them, we had our fill of fresh air, gorgeous views, and Mother Nature, the likes of which you can never see in the village. But things got strange partway through. Oh yes, everyone, I have something to say. From here on, you must follow exactly where I go. Huh? What are you talking about all of a sudden? She laid traps for it all across through her whole childhood. Anyone who goes off the path is immediately, like, strung up, hung up like, by the trees, and starves to death. It'll be safer to do as Sadako says. Okay. Oh my, hey Michan, look at this! What is it? What, should I pull it? Should I? Suddenly. Squeak. Crash. Bang. Assaulted. When Reina pulled the kite string, from where? A bundle of bamboo spears fastened to a tree branch all came raining down with a cloud right next to where Reina was standing. You're aiming to kill people. Ah! Ah! What is this? What? What? Ah! Yep, we're all dead. Oh, that brings back memories. Sadako made us trapped in the second semester, second grade. Okay. That was a close one. The tips of the spears are covered in dog poop, so if one of them hurts you, the wound will start to fester. That's infection wouldn't happen. What has turned into some guerrilla battlefield since now? According to Sadako and Rika-chan, earlier in elementary school, Sadako had been on a trap-making craze and sent them all along every inch of this mountain. Does that mean the people who killed oh god, like Mio just like literally had to face those traps all the way up when they had to put her in an oil drum? Oh my god, that sounds hilarious, honestly. Keiichi-kun, maybe they didn't tell us not to go on the mountain because we get lost, but because it was dangerous. Me and I both nod wholeheartedly at Reina's hypothesis. No wonder people went missing. Oh my god. Come now, we're hurrying on ahead. If we do not return soon, we get dark. If it gets dark, it may become even more dangerous for me. But you're the one who brought us to this crazy mountain. Why was an average healthy Japanese boy like me being forced to deal with life-threatening booby traps? Because it gives spice of life to everything. And you are in direct need of cooking lessons. And then, the very moment Sadako and Rika-chan got just out of sight was when the three of us all got caught in nice little traps together. Someone get me out! I had to go to the bathroom! Never mind that, somebody get the bucket off me! I can't see in front of me! Is it fastened to your head or super glued to your hair or something? I don't know how you can still have it on. Right, Reina, don't struggle around so much. Okay. Oh, you saw? You saw? Keiichi-kun, you saw? Okay. Now he deserves that. Smash, crash, smash, crash, 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 crash. Of course you can see them. You may be in a bucket, but you can definitely... Yeah! Oh, you deserve this. Honestly. Bucket Reina was using me as a sandbag, and Mion was crying. You can't get the pitfall. How sad, how sad. Jeez, didn't I already tell you all? You weren't supposed to leave my side. I finally had an epiphany. Sadako had been so bent on taking everyone out to the mountain, because she wanted to brag about all the traps she set up here over the years, and said before she even mentioned one word about them, you sprung them all out. So it's all your fault. You could have stopped at just showing them to us. Didn't need to experience how it felt firsthand. That's only if you didn't follow the trail. This is all your fault. Rika-chan pats the three heads in sequence, in an incredibly satisfied mood. Well, that was starting a fun outing. Let's get into chapter 1 of this this new segment of the Higurashi tales. I'm trying to think whether if like my theory of whether like Rika's gonna get... No, I think... No, actually, maybe Rika might die here. Like again. Like, since Rika's gonna be focused in the focus in the next chapter besides this, then like, oh boy, Sadako is gonna go crazy then. That or I don't know what would be worse, honestly. This is something I had in my head, like even like thinking back in the ending of chapter 1, of like is it worse or like which is worse if like you commit if someone commits a murder which is premeditated or in the moment? Because on one hand, if it's like in the moment, it can probably become so brutal, but if it becomes premeditated, you'll probably be like either trying to make it very calculated, and also like try to yearn for as much, I guess, almost pain as possible as well. Same way. And of course, it's gonna be a while before again, all that takes place. I'm actually curious. It's gonna be a chapter where I guess the turning point is not gonna be the festival. Like, it seems like everything's gonna be focused on the festival itself as the the turncoat for the whole entire, like, each installment chapter and episode. But it'd be interesting to see, like, if they swap it up a bit somehow, in some way, shape, or form. It'd be interesting to see. Definitely, like, Sadako's, like, sibling relationship is gonna be the highlight for this one. Definitely. Unless something else, like, rears up its head, like, the next chapter's a few. Most likely. Either, like, Sadako, like, if Rika's gonna die here, definitely it's either because demon possession or, like, probably even worse than somehow that Sadako just slowly begins to, like, get super stressed out about a lot of different things and then kills Rika. That's just my long-standing theory, just because of the first opening chapter. And the goddamn head pats! The head pats! Especially since they live together. It all lines up too nicely. But I guess we'll see who comes to it in the future. But for now, we'll leave things off right here. So, hope a fun time watching as I am playing this. Hope to see you next time, the time that may be. And I all hope a fantastic day.